Okay, we will begin with the introduction to the technical analysis itself. So, what is technical analysis? Technical analysis is a trading discipline employed to evaluate investments and identify trading opportunities in price trends and patterns seen on the charts. Technical analysts believe past trading activities and price changes of a security can be valuable indicators of the security's future price movements. Technical analysis may be contrasted with fundamental analysis, which focuses on a company's financials rather than historical price patterns or stock trends.
In this video, we will present about the company analysis of Harta Lega Berhad, Tenaga Nasional Berhad, Gamuda Berhad, Pohkong Holdings Berhad, and FGV Holding. The technical overlay that we use in this video is single SMA, 50 and 100 days, also double SMA. For the technical indicator, we use on-balance volume, moving average divergence, and relative strength index.
Hi, greetings everyone. My name is Putra Farish Daniel, and today I will talk about my company analysis for subject FIN348. Okay, we will begin with the introduction to the technical analysis itself. So, what is technical analysis? Technical analysis is a trading discipline employed to evaluate investments and identify trading opportunities in price trends and patterns seen on the charts. Technical analysts believe past trading activities and price changes of a security can be valuable indicators of the security's future price movements. Technical analysis may be contrasted with fundamental analysis, which focuses on a company's financials rather than historical price patterns or stock trends. Okay, next we will talk about the introduction to the company. So, company that I choose is Harta Lega Holdings Berhad. So, Harta Lega Holdings Berhad is an investment holding company. The company is engaged in the manufacture and sale of latex gloves. Harta Lega Holdings Berhad started their career in 1988. Their insatiable appetite to constantly surpass their own achievements has transformed what started as a single-line production facility into what they are today. Okay, next we will talk about the comparative analysis. So, the figure above shows us the comparative analysis for the performance between FTSE Bursa Malaysia KLCI and Harta Lega Holdings Berhad. The blue line is represent as Harta Lega Holdings Berhad and the yellow line is represent as FTSE Bursa Malaysia KLCI. So it is clearly seen that the Harta Lega Holdings Berhad is below the FTSE BM KLCI line. So this indicates that the company is less performed than the FTSE BM KLCI, or in the other words, the FTSE BM KLCI is more performed than the company Harta Lega Holdings Berhad. Okay, now we will talk about the trend analysis. There are two types of trend that we will talk about, which is main trend and secondary trend. Main trend is the big movement that we plot the trend line more than 3 months. As you can see, the main trend of the Harta Lega is an uptrend movement that I plot the trend line between March until July. And the other is the secondary trend. The secondary trend is the small movement, which is, or we call it movement to make the correction. So the secondary trend for Harta Lega is downtrend that I have plotted from May to July. Okay, now we will talk about chart pattern. So the first pattern that I found in the chart is the bullish flag pattern, which is I have marked the flag pole and also the flag. So bullish flag patterns tells us that the price gonna bulls, alright? And then the price make a new higher high and then pull back to the support area and make a double bottom pattern. So the double bottom pattern also tells that the price gonna bulls and make a new higher high. And yes, the price make a new higher high and also make a new pattern, which is a rally based rally pattern. And the last pattern I found in the chart is the drop based drop pattern between June and July. Okay, now we will talk about the technical overlay. So for the technical overlay, I will go straight to the double moving average. So we can see, as I highlight in the chart, the blue line crossed the yellow line, which is the 50 days moving average, has crossed above the 200 days moving average, and this calls the price is in buy momentum. Okay, and currently the price is below the 50 days moving average line, but above the 200 moving average line, and this situation also indicates that the price still have a strong buy momentum. Okay, next we will talk about the technical indicators and the oscillators. So let's begin with moving average, convergence, divergence. So moving average, convergence, divergence is a well-known and widely utilized indicator in technical analysis. It is used to indicate both the trend and the momentum of an asset. The indicator is made up of two exponential moving average (EMA) that cover two separate time periods and aid in measuring momentum in the securities. Okay, so now recently the histogram has turned up above zero line, and also the blue EMA line crossed above the yellow EMA line, and this situation shows that the bullish movement is start to begin. Okay, so for our last indicator will be the relative strength index, RSI. So RSI is a momentum technical indicator that monitors the rate and direction of stock price fluctuations. Recently, RSI is at 51, so there is no clearance signals for investor whether to buy or sell the stock. Investors should buy the stock when oversold condition happen. Oversold occurs when the RSI indicators falls below 30, indicating an oversold condition, while overbought occurs when the RSI indicators rises beyond 70, indicating an overbought condition. When overbought condition happen, investors should look for sell your stock. Currently, we are at the last part of our company analysis, which is the conclusion. So, based on the technical analysis that we talked before, the chart shows that this company is in an upward trend, which is the main trend is the upward trend. Furthermore, the double SMA's technical overlays also show the candlestick is above the 200 moving average line, meaning that this company has a strong buy momentum. And lastly, the MACD indicator also above the zero line indicates the company has strong uptrend signals. So I will encourage investors to hold for buy for these stocks. To maximize profit and reduce floating loss, traders should hold until the price reaches the support area at 1.93. Stop loss can be set at 1.75, and investors can exit the market with profit when the price reaches 2.71. So that's all from me. Thanks.
Hi and good day everyone. My name is Muhammad Hafizi bin Adnan, and today I would like to talk about company analysis for the subject FIN348. Now, I will start my presentation with an introduction to the company that has been chosen, which is Tenaga Nasional Berhad. Tenaga Nasional had a total gross portfolio of energy asset, mostly solar, wind and hydro energy. TNB not only generate the majority of the country's power, but it also transmit and distribute it throughout Peninsular Malaysia. Subsequently, TNB include essential business such as electricity generation, power plant and division. Next, I will talk about a comparative analysis of the performance between FTSE Bursa Malaysia KSCI with Tenaga Nasional Berhad. The diagram above shows the trend line of FTSE Bursa Malaysia KSCI with Tenaga Nasional Berhad. According to the chart, the FTSE Bursa Malaysia KSCI is in a downtrend, whereas Tenaga is in uptrend. As a result, it is not advisable to purchase FTSE BM KSCI shares. Tenaga, which is trend upward, is therefore preferable to buy. Now, I will continue with trend analysis. There is two types of trend, which is the main trend and the secondary trend. Trend lines are drawn at angle to denote a trend and assist in trading decision. When the price is falling, trend lines are drawn above it, and when it's rising, they are drawn below it. A straight line must connect two lows in uptrend to define a trend line. Next, I move to the secondary trend. A short-term price movement that diverges from the main trend is referred to as a secondary trend. It is challenging to pinpoint the 3-year period in history where stock value increased continuously without ever falling. This is a secondary trend. What we can see from the figure above, the trend line is plotted within a short-term period. The secondary trend for Tenaga Nasional Berhad is a downtrend from 16 February 2023 until 9 May 2023. The price decreased from 9.92 to 9.19. This is secondary trend is the short-term trend, which is a price pullback to correct. Next, we move to chart patterns. There are types of price pattern that have been shown in this diagram as double bottom. When a price level is trailing twice, before the price turn around and move the opposite direction, a double top or bottom reversal pattern forms. Bullish and bearish reversal patterns respectively are double tops and bottom. If a stock price is moving lower, a double bottom will form. Double tops and bottom often over a long period. The chart indicates a downward trend beginning at a price level of RM9.50 on December 1, 2022 and continuing until a price of 9.07 on December 5, 2022. Additionally, the bottom 2 happened at a price level of RM9.07 on December 7, 2022, whereas the bottom 1 happens on December 5, 2022. Moreover, the resistance indicates on the TNB from chart take place on December 6 at the RM9.18. Last but not least, on December 7, 2020, the support, which is neckline, is displayed at RM9.07. Next, I will be talking about technical overlay. Based on the diagram above, if the candle shown below the 50-day SMA line, it means to sell. Besides, if the candle is above the line, it means to buy. It is considering a buy signal and indication of bullish trend when the closing price exceeds the moving average line. It is a signal for investors to start buying Tenaga Nasional Berhad stock. The stock price started falling below the moving average in February 2023. It indicates a strong sell movement in the price. A move above the moving average on April 28 indicates a buy signal for investors. Due to the price falling below the moving average on June 2, 2023, investors must begin selling their shares. Next, move to single SMA 100 days. As we can see in the diagram above, it shows that the trend line is in uptrend on 24 November 2022 at the price of 8.39 and on 24 March 2023, the price is 9.23. We show that the momentum to buy is strong. Hold to sell until the price touches the 100 SMA line. Hence, the stop loss can be set above the 100 SMA line. On June 16, 2023, it tried to go back up but could not pass the resistance at the price of 9.98. That means the momentum for buy is not strong. So, it predicts next momentum will be sell. Last but not least, for technical overlay, which is double SMA. Based on the diagram above, the double SMA has a line which is the blue line and yellow line. A buy signal occurs when the blue line crosses the yellow line. It has shown the blue line is the fast line and the yellow line on the chart is the slow one. When the blue line crosses above the yellow line, is a mean to buy. As the chart on December 23, the yellow line has been crossed by the blue line. For investors, it's become an indication to buy. In addition, the moment the blue line crosses the yellow line, investors are signaled to sell. Next, I will talk about technical indicators and oscillators. Firstly, moving average convergence divergence. Based on the diagram, the MACD turned down to below zero on September 2022. Besides, if the line is above the oscillators, then the momentum to buy is strong. Once the MACD line is below the oscillator, the support area has been broken. When the MACD line is below the oscillators, it means the support level has been broke, meaning that the price is in strong sell momentum. Besides, when the blue line crosses the yellow, it means the perfect time to buy, and entry when the blue line crosses the yellow line. It means the perfect time to entry the sell. In addition, when the histogram turns above zero, it indicates the buy volume is starting to begin. The higher the volume leads to the higher price. When the histogram turns below zero, it indicates the selling volume is starting to begin. Secondly, on-balance volume. According to the diagram, the chart for Tenaga Nasional Berhad show price and OBV have greater peaks and higher truth, indicating that the upward trend is likely to continue. On November 23, 2022, both price and OBV are in an uptrend. The trend line has been plotted from 23 November 2022 until 1 March 2023. This situation indicates the trend will continue when OBV is line with the price trend continuously. The trend line has been plotted on 22 November 2022, priced at 8.35 and increased to 9.22 on 1 March 2023, and OBV increased to 376.226 M. So, the price reached support at 8.81 and target resistance at 9.81. So, the stop loss can be set at 8.75. Next, relative strength index. Based on the diagram above, the RSI went below 30, which is the price is 8.65, showing an oversold condition, and this time is to buy. It means the trend want to make a reverse and the RSI will be above 30. On 4th July 2022, the RSI went above 30 as the price of the share is beginning to rise. Now is the deal ideal time for investors to purchase them. On 1st December 2022, the price went above 70 at 9 ringgit 50 cent. It means an overbought signal to sell. The uptrend is almost over and make a reverse to the downtrend because they are selling at high price. Investors who sell the stock in this scenario can make a high profit. Last but not least, on 19 May 2023, the RSI is above 70, which is 72.63, and the price of 6.82 is expected to reverse to a downtrend. It has become a support area at 8.83 and it's meant to buy. Finally, we look at the company from June 2022 to June 2023. Investors who have already purchased this stock are advised to hold on to it. To individuals who would like to invest but you are not sure which company to trade, we advise to buy this stock. The chart of Tenaga Nasional Berhad Company indicates an upward trend based on technical analysis. The price has experienced higher and lower. When the trend line has been plotted, the rising trend is clear. We believe the trend will continue for a very long time. As a result, stop loss can be set at 9.00.
Hi, selamat sejahtera. My name is Julia Afika binti Muhammad Jaafar. Today I would like to explain more details about Kemudah Berhad. Kemudah Berhad is a reputable construction company that known as innovative and eco-friendly approach. This company has been recognized with numerous awards, which is being voted in the most outstanding awards in Malaysia, and also expanding their operation to several countries. Why did I say that Kemudah Berhad has a good financial statement? It is because Kemudah Berhad has a large market capital. Large market capital can help to attract investors and also can make it easier for company to raise capital through the new issuance shares. As for FTSE graph shows the downtrend line and shows the pattern from February until June. Meanwhile, Gamuda shows the uptrend line and start to show the pattern from December to June. Gamuda has a higher revenue which is RM2.07 billion. Meanwhile, FTSE has lower revenue which is RM156.09 million. As a result, this shows that Gamuda has a better performance from year to year than FTSE. Main trend is the direction of the market trends over a given period which is from July to June. Gamuda Berhad shows the uptrend line that we can analyze by a series higher high and higher low. As we can see from the graph, on 22 June, the price keep rise to RM4.20. It also a bullish signal which is it is opportunity for investor to buy at a lower price. Secondary trend is a short term that occur with the long term trend. As you can see from the graph, it shows that the downtrend and which is from 28th of October, the price keep fall until RM3.58. This means that the stock prices experienced by a series of lower high and lower low over a short period. It could be the sign of pullback. The first price pattern is common gap. Common gap can happen when the company release a positive earning report that exceed market expectation. It can causing the stock price has a gap. It also can see on the graph which is on 22 November and on 23 November the price start to trace. The second price pattern is breakaway gap. Breakaway gap is occur within a given period of consolidation when the stock is trading within a range and there is no clear trend. As you can see from the graph, the breakaway shows on 12 December and started to retrace back on 13 December. This happened because there is a significant in sentiment market. For the single SMA, the best price you can buy is at RM4 in May. It is because the candlestick has been touched the blue line. Gamuda Berhad shows the price is going high and it can see the bullish signal. And also the stock is on uptrend line. You can buy this stock on 16 March which is at RM4.02. This overlay shows that there is a cross line which is yellow line above the blue line. It is signal that investor can buy this stock as the price of the stock will go high on 23 March. As we can see from the graph on March, it is the best time to buy this stock because the candlestick start to touch the blue line. It can be a bearish revenge because that really will reverse and can cause the price to the rise to the new high while it been a below earlier resistance level. This indicator shows that we need to hold to buy for a while. As we can see, the range is still high at 54.50 and the best time to buy this stock is at range 40 as we does not want overbought or oversold this stock. This indicator shows a bullish trend. As you can see, there is a red and blue line cross on February and June. The two line cross at 0.020 which is the best time to buy this stock as the blue line upper the right line. For this indicator, the stop loss that we put is at RM4.05 in June. As a conclusion, Gamuda is one of the company that I recommend to invest as we analyze based on the graph and indicator and it shows a good signal. Price range that we suggest is from RM4.30 to RM4.50. We can get a profit which is 10%. Meanwhile, the stop loss is at RM3.92 which is the loss percentage 5%. This stock you can buy on 8 June which is you can get at the lower price which is RM4.30. This stock is suitable for investor to buy or hold it.
Hi, my name is Nurul Natasha Shuhada. Today, I'm going to present the company that I choose, which is FGV Holdings. The company that I choose is FGV Company that will be listed on the primary market Bursa Malaysia on 28 June 2012. Dato' Zaharul Anwar Sharman represently an executive chairman of that company. This company has been third largest initial public offering IPO, raised 10.4 billion. FGV also have land as much as 439,230 hectare of land in Malaysia and also in Indonesia, including land leased to Felda. Year by year, this company produced about 3 million metric ton of CPO. The milestone of this company is achieved on 18 December when FGV NT Burberry Management System was certificated by Global and also introduced brand new which is called Adila Gold that been called by blended cooking oil. Next is compare graph between KLCI and FGV Holding. From January 2022 to June 2023, seen in chart that KLCI rising since August and ending in September. For FGV Holding, price movement was stable and rising from March 2023 to April 2023. FGV and KLCI both have a sharp decline from May and July. The chart demonstrates the shaky correlation between KLCI and FGV Holding. For dividend per share, DPS per company is 0.15 for FGV and 3.70% for KLCI. That we can compare the highest DPS is suggests that the company require less financing. And for earning per share, EPS for FGV is 0.36 and KLCI is negative 17.28. This EPS show higher earning result in bigger dividend payment to the stockholder. For the FGV holding main trend, we can represent that the trader can sell the share when the candlestick in downtrend hits. But in middle September and November graph show sideways that across force demand and supply nearly equal. Next, secondary trend. The trend line performs and price change for a period that show upward that when candlestick touch a support level, it tells trader to purchase the stock. Where when a candlestick touch a resistance level, it tells trader to sell the stock. Price pattern for FGV Holding is below. Double bottom in December 2022, hitting a support level twice before price reverse direction and move in opposite direction. Furthermore, double top pattern also discovered in price movement in April 2023 in bearish reversal pattern in uptrend. Lastly, inverse head and shoulder pattern discovered in March 2023 is a bullish reversal pattern. For technical overlay for single SMA 40 days and 100 days, we can say that 50 days the sharp growth sell signal because the chart a downward trend. Next, for the 100-day, investors should buy the stock because the candle touch and cross over the line. Double SMA is a when 200 days across 50 days. When a short-term moving average, analyst and a trader view this as a clear indication that a market is rising so that the trader have a chance to invest. Next, for MACD. MACD is one of the most popular indicator. A purchase signal was generated when a blue line cross the red line, will show strong trend and the result will work effectively. For unbalanced volume or BV used for volume prediction price and also can indicates whether the result will be bullish or bearish. A trend line draw from 15 February to 17 February that moving upward and show positive divergence. Last but not least is Relative Strength Index (RSI) that measures speed and variance of stock price move. In June 2022, RSI fell below 30 and indicates an oversold condition, so traders should hold buy for that time. The recommendation I can conclude is for SMA 50 days is future is buy, but for the existing is sales. Next, for 100-day SMA is sell for a future and buy for exits. Furthermore, is double SMA is existing hold and future to sell. And MACD is buy for exits and future to hold. Lastly, RSI and OVV is hold for existing shareholder and sells for future shareholder. That's all from FGV company. Let's move on to the next part of the company that my group has been choose.
Hi, I will explain about Pohkong Company. Pohkong Company is a gold company that Pohkong established in 1976 in Petaling Jaya. Has become a leading jewellery brand in Malaysia. Since being listed on Bursa Malaysia in 2004, Pohkong has experienced significant success. It now holds the largest jewellery retail chain in the country and operates its own manufacturing facility in Shah Alam. Additionally, Pohkong Holdings Berhad is an investment holding company headquartered in Malaysia. Here, the graph indicates a sideways trend for FTSE BMK LCI and an uptrend for Pohkong. Based on this, investors can potentially profit from buying shares in Pohkong due to its positive correlation, while FTSE BMK LCI shows a neutral correlation with uncertain future prospects. Pohkong has a rate of return of 7.55, surpassing FTSE BMK LCI's, which is negative 5.71, indicating that it has outperformed the broader market. Pohkong has also increased its dividend to Malaysian ringgit 0.01 compared to last year's comparable dividend, while FTSE BMK LCI stands at Malaysian ringgit 0.02. In 2022, gold initially faced challenges, but experienced a drastic shift in the final 3 months, which is gaining bullish momentum and adding 13% by year-end. Factors such as banks adding gold to their reserves, low net short positions in gold, and signs of slowing inflation in the US economy contributed to this positive shift. Currently, the gold market presents a combination of a strong bullish rally and moderate bearish correction. Here, the chart reveals an uptrend as the main trend of this stock from June 2022 to June 2023. The stock movement is influenced by factors such as the price of gold, which itself is affected by various factors. Global economic conditions, including Malaysia's recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic, impact the gold demand and price. In times of economic uncertainty or recession, investors tend to turn to gold as a hedge against inflation and currency fluctuations, driving up its price. Conversely, during periods of strong economic growth, the demand for gold may decrease, putting downward pressure on its price. Inflation erodes the purchasing power of fiat currencies, making gold an attractive store of value, and inflationary pressures can increase the demand for gold, driving up its price. Additionally, fluctuations in currency exchange rates between the Malaysian ringgit and the US dollar can impact the price of gold in Malaysia. A weaker Malaysian ringgit against the USD can result in a higher gold price in Malaysia, and vice versa. The chart indicates a secondary trend between January and May, characterized by price corrections or pullbacks. Notably, from April to June, there was a downtrend as the price pulled back from 0.995 to the support area at 0.855. Subsequently, the price is expected to continue its upward movement, forming a new higher high. In this chart, we found the head and shoulder price pattern. Head and shoulder stops are reversal patterns formed at resistance levels. Traders should be cautious and assess the pattern's strength and significance within the overall market context. Additional indicators or technical analysis tools may be necessary to confirm the reversal. Confirmation can come from volume analysis, trendline breakouts, or other technical patterns aligned with head and shoulders formations. Price patterns are not perfect and should be used alongside other analysis techniques. Diligent research and analysis are important instead of relying only on patterns. Simple moving average SMA is a calculation based on the closing prices of a security over a specified number of time periods. Short-term averages respond quickly to price changes, while long-term averages react slowly. At the 50 days SMA, the chart indicates a potential selling signal as the candlestick is below the SMA line. The 100-day simple moving average is a technical indicator that calculates the average price of a financial instrument over 100 trading days. It helps identify the overall trend and price direction. In this chart, the uptrend is indicated by the upward slope of the SMA line. However, investors may consider selling the stock as the candlestick is below the SMA line. Double SMA are used in technical analysis for trade signals and trend identification. It involves plotting two separate moving averages on a price chart. In this chart, investors may consider selling the stock as the candle is below both double SMA. The MACD indicator shows both trend and momentum of a security. It consists of two exponential moving averages covering different time periods. The purpose is to compare short-term and long-term momentum to predict the asset's future direction. A positive MACD occurs when the 12-day EMA is above the 26-day EMA, while a negative MACD occurs when the 20-day EMA is below the 50-day EMA. Bullish signals are when the MACD crosses above zero, and bearish signals are when it crosses a below zero. A MACD gap indicates the end of the current trend. In the MACD graph above, the orange line crossing above the blue line suggests a higher possibility of price increase. The latest movement in the MACD indicator is a sell signal as the blue line has crossed below the orange line, indicating traders can sell their shares. The RSI is a momentum oscillator that measures the speed and magnitude of price movement on a scale of 0 to 100. Traders use it to identify overbought or oversold conditions and potential corrections. Over 70 indicates overbought, while below 30 indicates oversold. In the chart, the RSI falls between the overbought and oversold signals. As there is no clear signals from the RSI indicator, it is advisable for indicators to hold their position for now. The OBV is a technical analysis indicator that measures buying and selling pressure over a specific period. In July to August 2022, despite the price being in a downtrend, the OBV did not follow suit. This divergence suggests weakening downtrend momentum and the likelihood of a reversal. From January to June 2023, both the price and OBV show an uptrend, indicating strong buying momentum for the stock. To conclude this, for investors who already own this stock, we recommend selling it. However, for those seeking an investment opportunity, we suggest considering this stock. Gold serves as a standard protection against inflation and has historically maintained or increased in value. Investing in a gold company allows traders to benefit from potential inflation hedging and the enduring value of gold. This industry is stable with low risk of collapse, and the company is outperforming the FTSE BMK LCI. In terms of technical analysis, the chart shows a current upward trend with a clear trend line. Investors who bought the stock on June 21 at RM 8 ringgit 75 cent can target selling it at the resistance level of 8 ringgit 78 cent.